Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
Abe and Kate decide on something. Leo is attempting to write on today's episode of Days of Our Lives, while Hattie is noisily eating breakfast in bed. She keeps interfering with his work and thanks him for taking care of her after she almost died. He's offering her a doppelganger story while he works on a new Charlemagne tale. A strong pass is made by Hattie. She was already imprisoned for doing that in the real world. It's also played out. As she arrives at the body and soul offices, Kate is on the phone with Roman, telling him that he is okay because Whitley didn't target her. On her desk, however, she turns over a piece of paper that shows a headshot with a red X through it. Oh my God! Abe dismisses her worry and hangs up as he enters. Whitley is constantly monitored, but that picture was on her bedside table. He simply left it there to let Kate know how serious the situation is. It appears that she doesn't. The show has to continue. She responds to everything Abe mentions, even near-death experiences and Justin's threat to sue them. However, he persists, stating that there is only one way to solve the problem. Bonnie is pushed by Seth. In the hospital reception area, Johnny discovers Bonnie in her wheelchair, abused and injured. Bonnie tells him that her jaw was just unwired when he checks up with her. However, he's curious as to why she's there. Fearing Whitley was still waiting for her, she froze upon seeing the elevator. Johnny is adamant that Whitley can no longer harm them or the show. Seth approaches in his robe and gives Bonnie a form to sign stating that she does not hold the hospital accountable for her mishap. Before she can sign, however, Johnny stops her. Justin ought to review the documentation to ensure that everything is in order. Bonnie nods, but Seth persists. In this town, things happen. The country has the greatest rate of psychosis per capita. Furthermore, if she doesn't sue the hospital and make them leave body and soul, their futures all depend on it. They all receive SMS regarding an all-hands meeting right before Bonnie signs. Johnny tries to soothe Leo and Hattie, but they are all freaking out when they arrive. Alex and Stephanie are concerned about Joy. Stephanie brings some flowers to Kayla's hospital room. After taking the antidote, she feels much better, but Steph immediately approaches Alex and tells her he wants to be with her. Both of them are now fully committed to the relationship. That's fantastic, Kayla says with a smile. However, Steph and Kayla will no longer collaborate after she terminated Body and Soul as a client. Joy and Alex haven't split up yet. Joy is somewhat reliant on him, and she nearly passed away as a result of everyone forgetting about her. A text regarding an urgent Body and Soul meeting is then sent to them. And uneasy as Alex enters the room, Joy remembers seeing Stephanie and Alex have a kiss while she sits on her own bed. He is happy that he and Steph discovered her at that time. All right, that you and Stephanie were together is such a blessing. Alex tries to temper her expectations, but she is keen to get out before Valentine's Day and wants to take him out. Unless you have an excuse for not wanting to go out with me. They both receive a text message for an urgent meeting before Alex can negotiate his way out of it. Joy claims that as long as he is with her, she will be all right. Joy/Alex and Kayla/Stephanie bump into one other out at reception, and Joy awkwardly brings up Alex and Stephanie's relationship. Abe and Kate, however, arrive shortly after to speak with the entire cast and crew of Body and Soul, which reportedly comprises of only the Salemites we've seen plus one or two more. Body and Soul. In Salem, cancelled. Hattie wants to know when the showrunners of the soap opera will resume their work after they go directly into a Whitley update. After much discussion and deliberation, Kate claims they came to the conclusion that they couldn't carry on with the show without establishing a secure workplace. Thus, the plug is being pulled. Abe and Kate respond that it's simply too risky, but everyone begins to ask startled questions. Abe tells them that the story would not end, even though nearly everyone was in the hospital. The network is purchasing the rights and developing the show themselves since they don't want to let it go. Los Angeles. And if everyone moves to California, they're willing to bring the whole cast along. Kayla tells Stephanie back in her room how difficult that choice must have been for Abe and Kate. After Bonnie is carried in, Kayla reassures her that she won't be playing the part, which greatly relieves the injured woman. Bonnie will discuss it with Justin, but she is unsure if she will go. In addition, Alex may require her presence. The news in her room surprises both Joy and Alex, but she is more thrilled about the possibility of living in Los Angeles than he is. "You mean we're going to accept the offer?" Johnny, Hattie, and Leo discuss their next course of action. Johnny doesn't really want to upset Chanel at this time, but Hattie says she's going for sure. Johnny advises Leo to simply inform the network that he wishes to continue writing from Salem as he doesn't want to relocate either. Abe worries about how disappointed everyone was back at the office. Kate notes, including him. However, upon the network's acquisition, they did turn a profit. They both concur that they worked well together and enjoyed creating Body and Soul. To celebrate Body and Soul, Kate pulls out a bottle of whiskey. More unfavorable information. As his manager's toast, Leo enters the room in the show's closing seconds and expresses gratitude to them for taking a risk on him. As he works from Salem, he wonders if they have any contacts at the network so he can discuss his ideas for the show with them. The network doesn't want him, Abe and Kate reveal. Another head writer was acquired. Bonnie and Hattie discuss the chance. Bonnie is still unsure about relocating out there, but Hattie is all in. At least Kayla didn't try to take the role away from her, though. Hattie pledges to maintain the adjacent dressing room unoccupied and warm for Bonnie. When Alex learns Joy wants to go, he is shocked. His family is present. Joy, though, can't resist pushing. Is your family the true focus of this? Or is Stephanie involved? Meanwhile, Steph asks her mother if Alex is considering traveling. While they are conversing, Seth enters and announces that he has submitted his resignation and is relocating to California to live with Body and Soul. Kayla might want to think about it as well, given that the hospital is filing for bankruptcy. How is Bill Hayes loved by us? Let's tally the methods. The Days of Our Lives star's skill as an actor enabled him to transform Doug Williams from a shady con artist to a devoted family man. One was his talent to sing, which throughout the years led to his being featured in musical after musical and landing him a #1 spot on the Billboard chart with The Ballad of Davy Crockett. Additionally, the entertainment veteran, who died in January 2024 at the age of 98, exuded the kind of compassion that appears to be lacking these days. And it wasn't an act. In 2021, executive producer Ken Corday of Days of Our Lives stated Soaps.com, "He is just warm and wonderful. He has that wonderful rhythm and tone that we have all grown to adore, and when he walks onto the set, he is absolutely warm and inviting."